Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati,
it's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. And
the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Parker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Past the 20, 5, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Taylor. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jameson Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means He's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. To throw again on second down. Lawrence taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
For Marshall, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll buy some time right. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Travis Carey. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 1st down, Fields. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Fields now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Fields on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Fields. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 50 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he takes it into the end zone.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes it quick. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence.
That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only one where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, not...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Fields. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To try again after the sack. Lawrence slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lawrence. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Marquez Callaway.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Throwing again is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal.
Fields
looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've got to run out of your running plays.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tutu Atwell from a yard out. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got a man. That's Marshall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Callaway. Oh, what a juke into space. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquez Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, partner, under the lights